Welcome to Westbridge Hills 22. I am Black Catapus and this is our used machinery challenge. This is the used machinery challenge and we are back on Westbridge Hills. We're in May. This is us back after 2 days on no man's land. What I think, in fact I'll just get near and I'll start going. I think from memory our second cotton field is going to be ready. And there might be little bits to do on the bigger cotton field, as in we planted something else. I can't even remember. Did we plant corn? Do you know, I can't even remember. I'll have to have a look. Did we plant corn? I kind of don't want to have a look and just trust the fact that we did. Yeah, so I think there'll be a little bit of spraying off we'll need doing during this month, because we used that mechanical weeder, didn't we? And I'm pretty sure it missed little bits, and only little bits. So we might have to go over some of it with the spot sprayer, or if we end up using our self-propelled sprayer, then go over bits with that as well. The very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start selling off some of these silage bales. The one grass field that we own is now ready to cut again. Just making sure I don't fly into the back of this van. Oh, that's another thing. Do you know what? That's the thing that we need to do this month as well. Our cows, they're ready to sell, aren't they? Let's see if we can get past them. So our cows are now 10 months old, and this is where we were going to sell them. If you remember, we were doing beef cattle. So we've produced no milk. We've literally just reared these Angus cows from birth, and now 10 months old. That was when I was looking to sell them, so we'll have to do with that as well. I mean, all of this is just throughout the month of May, so 2 videos worth this will be. But we'll just get some of these bales sold first, just so we don't run out of room, because this fills up quite quickly, doesn't it? Where you can't sell anymore, you hit the limit quite quickly. Yeah, there they go. I mean, 45 grand for one trailer full. I must admit, I see numbers like that, and then I look back at us playing on no man's land on hard mode, and just, it's soul destroying. Like when I sell silage on no man's land, I'm just aiming for a few grand, and I sell one trailer full like that on here. And this is only on normal economy as well. It's not like it's on it's not on easy. We played Calmston on easy, didn't we? And it was ridiculous. Like, it was far too easy. Let's check in here just to see how much each cow is. I'm expecting somewhere between 13 and 1400 of ours. Yeah, so nearly up to $1,400 per cow. We will rent some transportation, a trailer. In fact, we might not have a wagon to pull it anymore. In fact, we definitely don't have a wagon to pull it anymore, do we? I suppose we could get a dolly and use maybe this tractor or the Versatile to pull it. I should have went down there, shouldn't I? Yeah, we could maybe do that. Because if you remember, when we did it before, I think we had that Mack tractor, the white tractor with the red stripe going across it. We had that on lease, didn't we? Where we don't have that anymore. So that is something we might have to rethink. That's our truck that we've got now, which we still haven't used actually. you'll see this is all ready to cut again. Not sure what we're going to use to cut it yet. I still need something to come up in the used machinery because we have nothing. Just been leasing every time, haven't we? We'll do one more load of these because we probably won't cut this today. I wouldn't have thought. I'll probably wait until tomorrow because I want to get the cotton done, so then I can definitely get the field turned around before June. And I want to get the cows sold as well if possible, or at least make a start on selling the cows. Three more, and that's them three right there. Right. Let's go and get these sold, and then we'll sort out what we're doing next. Use machinery. I think we might have looked at this at the end of the... No, we didn't look. I think I looked before I turned off last time. I mean, there is a truck, if we want one, for 38 grand. Do you know what? I might just buy that. Because that can be perfect for a trailer, can't it? I'd love that, but we just don't need it. And we don't need another combine as well. Yeah, that fast track, the 8330, I would absolutely love it. Anyone who watches any of the series that I've done, you'll know that the JCBs are my favourite. But we had one on. We used it on Carmson, didn't we? And to be fair, I've got this tractor that's just equally matches it. There's no reason for us to get another tractor of this size. I mean, this one's 32 mile an hour as well. Is that fast track 40 odd? 43, yeah. I just don't need it. And if I keep telling myself that, then I won't buy it. What I want to do with this money, I think I want to probably buy another bit of land. It's just so restrictive with it being used machinery only that we can buy. Yeah, I can't just say. God, it was even more that time. It's gone up quickly. That was like 48 grand. Right. We'll not do any more of them. What we will do though is we will drive to the store, because I think I'm just going to buy that truck, since it's only 30 odd grand, and we'll lease the animal transport. Right, we've made it over. Let's go and make a purchase. Thank God for that, it's still there. Not that, not the JCB. This. So we had a TLX before, didn't we? If you remember, just completely the wrong one. We don't need any of this. There's lots of these, isn't there? Rigid 2. No, that's definitely what we do not want. There. After all that, we'll go with standard, eh? Special editions. Let's go for that. Silver B. Mudguards don't matter. Decals, no. Lighten, No, bumpers. Doesn't matter. Extras, we don't want extras. That'll be fine. 500 odd horsepower. Yep, we'll keep that. And we'll keep all that. So 38,600. We will buy that. And what we'll also do is find animal transport. Right, so that one is 12 cows. I'm sure there's a one bigger than that. I could have sworn there was one bigger than that. Only 12 cows in there. That just doesn't seem very much at all, does it? Um, 9. Well, that's disappointing. I mean, we're going to have to go for it. 12 pieces of cow. 4 grand to lease. So, let's get that. Did I really only transport 12 at a time when we first got them? Doesn't seem very much at all. Well, at least it fits. Farming straight down there. Let's try. Is this the way I came? I think it is, isn't it? I'm getting confused. I'm thinking I come from up further over that way. So this way just takes us... I'm on the wrong side of the road, aren't I? This way takes us down to the BGA, doesn't it? I mean, it all looks very nice inside. Do you know, if you think, I've ended up using these quite a lot, haven't I? We had the TLX, was it called the Agro or something like that? The one that was absolutely useless for us on this series. We had that. And then I'm using a TLX on No Man's Land, aren't I? Which I absolutely love. I love the one on No Man's Land. There we go. Move to trailer. Brilliant. So I presume there's only one place to sell cows. And that's all the way over. There they are. And that's all the way over. I should have went up there, shouldn't I? Oh, am I taking massively the long way around? I am. This is what you would call the scenic route. I suppose it's not often we come up this way though, is it? In fact, have we ever been up this way? I suppose at nearly 50 miles an hour it's not going to take too long, is it? I will slow down for this corner though. Then we're up at the production sites again. But I might not sell them all, not like today, because I don't think it'll particularly matter, will it? We can sell it tomorrow and it'll still be the same price, and the new ones that we buy in, it's not going to make a difference, I don't think. That's our field, this one here. That's the one that we're going to start harvesting. We'll start today, like I said, because I want... I'll just go all the way down the bottom. I want to make sure it's turned around. And then that's our monster of field. You can see little bits of weeds that's in there that we've missed with that mechanical weeder. It was difficult doing that because it was a weeder, sorry, not a hoe. So you can only use it on the first growth stage for the weeds, which there's nothing visual for it. Right, can we get in this way? No, didn't think you could. I think I've tried that before actually. Doesn't have to go up them gears quickly, doesn't it? Cheers, mate. I tell you what. You just get yourself round there. There you go. I wonder if they're actual buy and sell points for slurry and manure. I'll tell you what, this is tight, but we've made it. So I want to sell them if I can, if it's going to let us. There we go. So select them, 12, sell for 16 grand. I'll tell you what, 2 seconds. I just want to have a look because I'm going to start buying the younger ones. So I'm selling that 1, 3 at 4 times 80 equals. So we're going to make 110, well, over 110 grand out of these. Should we do the Limusin ones next? Let's do that, and we'll buy 12 of them, and then we'll take these back and get them swapped over. We'll go the most direct route back this time though, instead of travelling the map. Right, back over at the cow farm. We'll get these 12 calves, also known as little cows is what I was about to call them. We'll get these dropped off, and then what I'll do, I'll take 12 more, I was going to say I'll take 12 more over, and then I could start on the cotton, but I don't think I'm going to yet. Right, they're in there. Let's knock that off, because I want to get over and I want to start on the cotton. I know we've probably already been going for about at least 15 minutes, so I don't want to take this whole video up with just the same thing. So yeah, we'll do that. We'll get over there. Right, you'll see we've still got quite a lot of kit over here. We've got the versatile, we've got the roller, the super massive roller. It's like 24 meters long or something. It's absolutely crazy. We've got our trailer, and we've got our harvester, our cotton harvester. I remembered now why I wanted to get this done today, because if we go into another 24 hours, we have to pay another £5 don't we, for overnight fees. And I don't want to be spending more money on leasing if I don't have to. I mean, you can see we've already used it 4.6 hours. I'm sure it's 10. In fact, I know it's 10 grand every hour we use it. So yeah, the quicker we can get it done. 10 grand every hour, 5 grand every day. So yeah, the quicker we can get it done, the better. And we know we're going to make tons of profit out of it. That isn't the issue, but every dollar helps and all that. It seems so weird saying dollar. I'll get that took off, and then I'll go down the end and I'll take a headland off the bottom as well, because at some point there's a good chance we will put it on a worker. Get that spun around. Like I said, I do normally prefer the cotton, olives, grapes. I prefer doing it this way. I so wish one of these, or more importantly, one of the John Deere ones would come up in the used machinery. Because this series is just perfect for it. Absolutely perfect for doing cotton. The amount of money we can generate from it, the size of the fields, obviously it's where the map's placed. I mean, I will, even though I know No Man's Land's set in between France and Spain, isn't it? I'm sure it's France and Spain. It's meant to be set between. I'll still do cotton on that one if I get a chance. I think, in fact, the last episode of No Man's Land, we might have even spoke about it very briefly. I'm finally starting to sort of make headway with getting back to one video every night as well. So tonight's Sunday the 28th, just before the bank holiday. Well, it's bank holiday weekend now. We didn't get one out tonight because tonight's video, which would have been No Man's Land, 117, I think, episode 117. It was processed, but it wasn't processed in 4K or HD. So I didn't bother putting it out. To be fair, I was at work until late anyway, so that kind of made the decision for us. Because it wasn't ready before I went to work, I thought, even if it's ready when I come back from work, I'm not going to put it out because it'll be late. But yeah, it's still not processed into HD and 4K, so that'll go out tomorrow, the Monday. And then I'm hoping by that time, not only will that be processed properly, but the next episode of No Man's Land will be as well. And then this one hopefully will be out on the Tuesday. And then I'll be back on track with an episode a day, which I haven't been able to do for the last few weeks. Like, sometimes I've put one out every night, but then the majority of the time even, it's been one every other night, hasn't it? And I think I might have even went 2 nights without releasing one at one point. can just be difficult sometimes during school holidays and sort of busy periods at work. Right, for when I do put a worker on, that should give us enough room, I would have thought, just for this to spin round. Like I said, I will be putting a worker on. I'll probably put a worker on when I get back up to the end here. There's just so much that we need to be doing. I think as well, I need to get some barley or wheat or whatever I've got over to our mill donor. I bet you I'm close to running out of flour now. Let's have a look quickly. I've still got 11,000 litres, but we need to get some over. Have we got any? No, we haven't got any. No, well, so I'll be waiting for it. We did put barley in that field, didn't we? Yeah, we did. Be waiting to harvest that then. No, I'll probably, to be fair, I'll probably take about half of it straight over. Keep the other half for the chickens. Because we're not going to have many production sites on here anyway. It's not what this series is about. We will do them, and we are doing them. We're doing bread. We're doing fabric. But in the main, it's not a production heavy series, this one. Whereas No Man's Land definitely is, and for good reason as well. That's the thing that's really got us going on No Man's Land. I think without the productions, we'd be so much further behind than what we are now. But in this one, because of the size of the fields and the fact that we're on normal economy, and we started with more as well, and we don't have a $500,000 loan. Yeah, it's just easier to generate money. Where are we at? Are we close to the end? Yeah, we are. Right, I'm going to put it on a worker now before it gets to the end and it'll sort itself out. I think we will... What will we do? We'll find a job to do. In fact, I might start going back and forth with the cows. That's what I might start doing. Because we need to get that done regardless, so there's no point in putting it off. So yeah, this will continue for a bit, and we will go and try to find something else to do. We have our last 8 Angus cows that we're bringing down here. They've all moved. As you can see, we're up to 920,000. We'd already calculated what we were making out of this, hadn't we? We knew we were getting 110,700 and something. So that is how much we have made. However, we have been transporting our new stock on the return journey, so each one of them's like 3,000 some, I can't remember exactly what it was. I'll be able to tell you here. So that's the final 8. And it's these that we want. 12 of, by them, 3,600. So yeah, This will get us stocked back up to 80. I do though want to see how we're getting on with the harvesting. I think I might turn left here and go that way. No, at least we can see what we've got. I know we've created one bale because we were nearly done when we put the worker on. We were at 80% then, weren't we? It's really struggled up there, which is a bit surprising. Are we going to see a second bale? It probably hasn't done enough yet to get a second one, to be fair. There's, oh, there's two. Excellent. So hopefully we can get another couple off there as well. Good if we can get two more, won't it? Keep the speed up. No need to brake. There we go. If you remember, we've just passed the spinnery there. That's ours. If you remember from the last lot of videos, in fact it might have been the last Westbridge Hills, we took an absolute ton of wool up there. So much so that I don't think we'll need to take any more up for quite some time. So, there's our new stock there. These are Lemousin, if I pronounced that right. Right. Move them in. Let's have a look in here. So they have food. We're going to have to do something with that slurry. They have food as well, they should do. And them, yeah. Yeah, that slurry, we're going to have to sell that, I think. Okay, right. Let's get back up and get some more of that harvesting done. Okay, so we're in the class and we've been to get our, I say ours, it's not ours, it's on lease. We've been to get the planter. We are going to have to put it on the versatile when we get up here, but I just thought seeing as the class was at the store, I'd use that to bring it up. And plus, we need the class up here anyway, because I need to pick up the bales, the cotton bales, before we can get going. So, that is what we're going to be doing. This tractor's really struggling to pull this when it hits the hills. Which is strange, I didn't think it would have any issue. It's not like it's on, it's not drawing any power from it. But yeah, it's really struggling. As we will no doubt see here. As the speed drops off rapidly. Yeah, really strange. Right, what I might do is put that there. You can see the harvester's still ongoing. Oh, the harvester's still ongoing, sorry, not the harvester. Let's get in this absolute animal. There we go. No problem for this pulling it, is there? And the good thing about this, with it being this field as well, we're not going to have to keep making trips. In fact, I want to start... Oh no, I don't. I was going to say I want to start down there, but I think it's going to be wider than what the headland is down there, so I can't do that. Right, let's get this open, and then we'll get in the class and we'll move them to cotton bales. I went far too far over, didn't it? I mean, the ends, I'll square off the two ends of the field, to be fair. Right. That'll do there. I'll switch that off. And we'll quickly go and get these cotton bales. In fact, let's have a look, see what price we're at for cotton. Yep, it's still good enough to sell. So what we were getting 40 odd thousand, weren't we, per cotton bale. Let's see what we're going to get now. And as I was saying earlier in the video, we don't have to get all of this done now. Some of this can get done in the second half of May. It's is that a third bale as well? Yep, there's our third one. Have we got enough to get a fourth bale? I'd be really pleased if we do, because I wouldn't have thought we would have got 4 bales off here. I know we already had some in the harvester, but it's still good going if we can get 4 off there. I think as well, didn't we, I'm sure it was on here, didn't we say that the corn is going to mature right at the peak time as well? I think our field on our right there, that might be a month ahead, but the field that we're about to plant with corn, I'm sure that is ready just in time. Never mind. Oh my god. So not only do you cut us off, but then you slam the brakes on us when I'm coming around the corner as well. Fantastic. I mean, could you imagine if that was real life? That would have just went straight over there, no problem, wouldn't it? Right, if you remember as well from the last set of videos, we have to sell down at the farmers market because we can't sell at Ravenport anymore, and we own the spinnery. So the only thing we would do at the spinnery is put it in there to make fabric, and I don't want to do that. I want to be, purely because it would be too long until we make a profit from it, because fabric takes too long to create. So that's what we've got our sheep for. Right, let's see what we're going to get. Away it goes. 44, 49,500. I love doing cotton. It's so good. It's so good. got at least 2 more. I think if it's the same as 19, you don't have to get up to 20,000 litres, do you? With them cotton bales. But I can't remember what the minimum amount is. I'm sure if it goes over a certain percentage, you can still empty it, but I don't know what that is. And obviously that wouldn't be an issue if it was our harvester, but obviously we don't own the harvester, do we? It's leased. So what I don't want is to be spending money on leasing, and at the minute a worker as well, although we won't be finishing on a worker. I don't want to be spending money on them 2 things for us not to get anything out of the last load. So where we're not getting a bale and there's still some just left inside that we can't get out, that would be rubbish, because we can't just keep it on long-term lease like we can with other stuff. It's just too expensive and we're not going to be using it. I will do cotton again on this series, 100% I will, just not yet. Right, I'm going to get these 2 sold and then we will come back and finish the harvest. Okay, so we're nearly at the end of creating another bale, and I think I'm just going to let it run. What we at? In fact, that depends. If we don't click on it 6 hours now, I'd be very tempted just to leave the rest of this. If we get... I was going to say if we get 100%. I don't know what to do. Do I just keep it running? $98. I mean, because if it does click on at 6 hours now, there'd be every point in keeping it running and then just hoping that we're able to get some of another bale out. Ah, there, 6 hours. So we might as well just keep it running now. Let's get that unloaded. Close that back up. But actually, yeah, it's still on. Right, we are going to end the video very shortly. However, I don't want to end it until we see what we're going to get out of here. So, I don't know if we've had one yet, but let's put a very quick time lapse on and get this finished. Right, so we're going to do this last run there, and there's a bit down the bottom that we might as well go back and get as well. But are we going to have towards 50%? Is that enough to get the bale out the back or not? I'm not sure. I know on 19 you could definitely get half done bales. I say half done, I just mean partially done would be a better turn of phrase, I suppose. Because I remember doing them on, I think it was on Felsburn. I remember getting partially done bales. But do you have to be over, say, 50% to do it? 60%? I don't know. For all I know, it could be you have to be over 10%. That's just, I have no idea. But what we'll do, I don't really want to extend the video to go down and sell that bale there and whatever we get, or if we get something out of the back of here. We know we're going to get 49 grand for that bale, which will take us over 1.1 million. And then if we do get up to 50%, then obviously we know we're going to be getting 24, somewhere between 24 and 24 and a half. Just try to get every bit possible. There's a bit right at the end there as well. We're not going to get up to 50%, unfortunately. So we're going to have paid for 6 hours worth. In fact, can you say that we paid for 7 hours worth? Because we're into the 7th hour now. So we've possibly paid for 7 hours worth of usage, which will take it, I think, above 100 grand for leasing, because we paid 25 to start, or just under 25 to start with. I just don't know whether we've paid 60. It showed that there was some left up there, but it mustn't have been. We've either paid 60 or 70 grand in continual sort of hourly fees, and then we've paid another 10 grand, 2 lots of 5 for overnight fees as well. So it's been a big hit, but we've also made a lot of money. Enough money that we will be buying, I think in the next episode we will be buying another field. Right. We'll get this next to that. I hope this unloads. Yeah, it's going to unload. Thank God for that. I wonder what the minimum is. If you know, please let us know, because I have absolutely no idea. Right. Get that switched off. What do we get it up to? 9,352. And obviously we know that's 20. So I am more than happy with that. That's going to take us to over 200 grand. That's then going to take us, well, another, say, 24 grand on top of that as well. So not bad, eh? Not bad at all. Just check that there's nothing new in there. No. And I think that's where we're going to leave it. In tomorrow's episode, we're going to crack on with this field, getting it turned over. We will get the rest of our silage sold, and we'll probably then do the grass work. And and get some more bales, some new bales done. In fact, I tell you what I'm going to do. The new bales, I think I'm not going to wrap. I think I'm going to do them as hay and just sell them straight away. That's what I think I'm going to do. So, we'll leave it there. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one.